So this is like the third video I'm making today. I've made two more, and yeah, I've been up for like a lot. I mean, a long time, as you guys can tell. Anyway, today is the day of the iPhone, as you guys know, as the whole world knows, and there was some pretty exciting features. Even I gotta admit, there was some pretty cool features. Now, I'm not gonna name everything that was announced because it wasn't really that all exciting to me. I'm just gonna name some of the stuff that really appealed to me the most. First of all, the Apple Series 5 watch was announced, and many people were thinking that it wasn't gonna get announced because there was like almost no rumors other than titanium and ceramic. But yeah, I mean, it had a little spec bump. Now the screen is an always on display, and it can switch from 60 Hertz all the way down to as low as 1 Hertz to help save battery, which, I mean, damn, yeah, that'll definitely save a big chunk of battery. And now there's also a built-in compass. One cool feature that I won't ever use because I don't really travel, but if you do, your Apple Watch Series 5, if you have the cellular version, you can now call emergency services in over 150 countries that you may frequent to or travel to. I think that's a pretty neat feature. I will not ever use it, but it's a pretty important feature to have, especially since you don't even need to have your iPhone on you to make that emergency call. That's actually really helpful, and I'm pretty happy that Apple's doing that extra step for protection. But I mean, the main thing that really appealed to me in that watch is the always on display, which I mean, honestly, I already have, but it's good to have that. It's good to know that the Apple Watch now includes that for those people that do get the Apple Watch. Now you guys can actually look at the time without flicking your wrist up every single time, which can get annoying. The thing that really shocked me is that the iPhone 11, which is the successor to the XR, is actually cheaper. When was the last time Apple unveiled a new iPhone that was actually cheaper than the year before? Well, now is the time, I guess. The iPhone 11 now starts at $700 instead of $750. For what you're getting, that's a good deal. I can't even lie. Unfortunately, the Pro and the Max do not get that luxury treatment. In fact, you are going to be paying luxury prices simply because Apple. Why? 64 gigs, why? Oh wait, no, I'll tell you why. Because they want you to upgrade to the 256 gig. So no, the iPhone is really not cheap. You're actually gonna be paying more for it. Because let's be honest, 4K 60 video takes up a ton of space. You're either gonna be paying monthly for iCloud storage, which you're literally wasting money every single month, or you're gonna have to just cough up that extra $100 or however much dollars it is to get from 64 to 256 gig. Obviously, there's no SD card support, so yeah, that sucks. If there's one thing I love about the new iPhones is definitely the camera. I think that was like the biggest highlight of the entire show. The thing I absolutely love is that whenever you're taking a normal wide photo, it will actually show you that it'll show you what the ultra wide photo will look like in the preview window. So like if you're taking a wide photo and then you're like, oh my God, I can get that into it. Let me switch over to ultra wide. That's pretty awesome because if you think about it, on the Note 10 or literally any other phone in the world, and someone's calling me, because in every other phone in the world, whenever you're taking a photo, a normal wide photo, you don't know what the ultra wide is gonna look like. You have to actually click on ultra wide, then you'll see. But on the iPhone, it kind of does it automatically. I think that's pretty genius. Night mode is finally coming to iPhone. It looks very promising. It automatically turns on whenever the phone notices that it's too dark for the normal mode to be effective. So it turns on to night mode automatically without you having to actually flip over and select the actual night mode feature like on Android phones. But how effective is it? I'm trying to think about it. How dark does it have to be? Pretty curious, because on the Note 10 and any other Android device, you can take a night mode photo literally whenever you want. You just hit night mode and boom. And sometimes it actually looks better than the non-night mode photo, even in the daylight. So I'm gonna have to test it out because I'm pretty curious how well it's gonna work. The craziest thing is the video. Wow, man. If you guys saw the keynote, you understand how amazing the new video features are for the iPhone. I mean, those previews that they showed us, obviously they are very heavily edited. I know this, I know. But damn, even if it's edited and it still produced that, that's impressive. It really is. You guys gotta go see it. So now using all three cameras, you can switch between all three of them using 4K 60 and Smart HDR. See, before, if you wanted to use Smart HDR, you have to go down to 4K 30. It would not work in 4K 60, but now it does work in 4K 60 and on all three cameras. And that's not all. To put icing on the cake, to make us fat, the iPhone will prime all three lenses. So if you're switching between them, it's not gonna change the color or the contrast or the exposure as you're switching between the lenses. Like for example, the one phone that I've had that was really horrible was the OnePlus 7 Pro. I swear, man, it's like you can take a photo using the wide, the ultra wide, and a telephoto, and when you look back on all those three photos, each of them have different colors and different exposures and different everything. It looks like you just took three different phones and took a photo. It doesn't look like one phone took those three pictures. Just very bad. But on the iPhone, since they're all primed, you can switch between them as much as you want, and it'll keep the same exposure, same color, same everything. So it just looks just smooth, and it looks like one phone took that photo or video or whatever. That's awesome. Now, I don't necessarily have that problem with the Note 10. I've done a lot of photos with the Note 10 and all three photos from three different lenses. They look pretty identical. But hey, again, it's just it's new on iPhone, so that's good. Another camera feature that I swear I'm going to use probably more than I already think I am, but now you can actually take a video in the photo menu. Like you tap and it takes a photo, but if you tap and hold, it starts recording a video. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys have no idea how many opportunities I missed because I was either shooting a photo and then something cool happened and I wanted that to be in a video. I have to like swipe left or swipe right to go to video. By the time I do that and hit the record button, the shutter button, whatever, that's it. Opportunity's gone. So now you can, instead of just you can click photo and then click and hold, it'll automatically start recording a video. That's awesome. Like I don't know why no other company has thought of this. The front facing camera also got a new little upgrade. It is now 12 megapixels as opposed to 7, kinda. Whenever you're taking a normal selfie, like holding the phone like this, it's gonna be 7 megapixels, but then whenever you switch it to landscape, it's gonna automatically switch to 12 megapixels and give you a wider shot so you can fit more people into the frame. Again, that's good, that's awesome. The front-facing video now supports 4K 60 without extended range and 4K 30 with extended range. And again, I'm definitely excited to see how that's gonna look like. This is the first time iPhone has ever recorded 4K video with a front-facing camera, let alone with extended range. So I gotta say, guys, I'm pretty excited for that camera. And the front-facing video also does slow motion, which I will never use because I don't care for it, but hey, I guess many people do since they added that feature in. The display of the new iPhones will also be a peak brightness of 1200 nits with a sustained brightness of 800 nits. Kind of similar, pretty much identical to what the Note 10 and S10 do. So if you're watching a HDR video, the brightness will automatically go up to 1200 nits. Or if you have your brightness set to auto and you walk outside into the sun, it will automatically go up to 1200 nits as well. Now we move on to battery, my favorite subject. So now the iPhone 11 will get 1 more hour more compared to the iPhone XR. The iPhone 11 Pro will get 4 more hours compared to the XS. And that's not all. That's not all, folks. The iPhone 11 Pro Max will get 5 more hours than, if you compared it to the XS Max. I don't believe that. Like, I wanna believe that, trust me. I wanna believe that more than anybody else. I am a sucker for battery life. You guys may know this already, But that seems like really dramatic. Like there never once in history that I remember of has a phone increased battery life by that much. Like 4 to 5 hours more. What? You know me, I'm gonna test it out, and I'm definitely gonna put it up against the Note 10 Plus over here. So subscribe if you haven't. Yay for fast charging. 18 watts, not bad. Remember, wattage doesn't mean anything. Don't think, I mean, it does mean something, but power delivery is what really matters. For example, again, the Note 10 Plus, 25 watts, right? People are thinking, oh, I mean, all right, that's pretty cool. But it actually charges faster than Huawei's 40 watts. Another thing not many people are mentioning, or at least as much as they should, but the new iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max, weird name, very weird name. They will include 4 meters of water resistance. 4 meters, what is that, 12 feet, 13 feet? That's insane, man. I'm not gonna test that out. I've learned my lesson with the iPhone XR. That one broke real quick. And it's supposed to be very, very shatter resistant. Again, I'm not gonna test that out. I will leave that for the professionals out there. I'm not wasting $1,250. Well guys, that's pretty much it. That's really kind of all I cared about. In a weird way, I'm actually more excited for the Apple Watch 5 than I am with the iPhone. The only cool thing with the iPhone really is the camera. That's it. That's it. And everything else is practically the same. I mean, yeah, you get better CPU, better GPU. The CPU is 20% faster. That's cool. I still don't understand how you'll use that power without multitasking, without anything. But hey, I get it. It's iOS, people love it, and I'm pretty excited for it. Do I think the iPhone will shoot better video than the Note 10 Plus? I think so. Do I think the iPhone is gonna shoot better photos than the Note 10 Plus? I don't know. I'm gonna have to test that out. I'm very curious, and we can't really speculate at the moment, but from just looking at what it can do, I'm gonna go ahead and say night mode might be better on iPhone, just simply from the photos that they showed us, how clean it is without any noise. I'm gonna go ahead and say maybe night mode is gonna be better on iPhone. If it's not, I'm gonna eat my words and I will admit that I was wrong. But for now, again, we can only speculate. We have, a week and 3 days until we find out. So again, yes, I am getting it. Subscribe if you are new here. This was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios. I cannot believe I did not fall asleep during this video. I'm gonna go eat some lunch or dinner. What time is it? Do I got work today?